I don't know. So anyway,
Guys.
we're here. We're gonna have a fun time doing a fizzity fight. Let me look at my boys and see what kind of stuff they got. That's right. Okay. I'm gonna pause our creepy ambience and get back to the fight music. So, I'm going to begin a combat encounter, and then we can have fun doing that. Soleil and Ciela are going to be off to the side because they are non-combatants. So, just to remind everybody, the way that you roll initiative is you right-click on your little token, you click yes on the little, or you click on the little sword and shield crossed, and then you'll be able to roll initiative in the menu there.
Or you go into your
Just roll initiative, yeah.
All right, yeah, that as well. That as well.
That is the way that is easiest. Like when people are like, "Oh, the did you know the shortcut in this program is actually a Control-TZ shift?" And I'm like, that doesn't sound any easier
More
than
like
right-clicking.
These nuts.
Oh,
Hey.
Let me see here. Gonna split the Meenlocks into 2 groups. And this will be Meenlock East. It's like 2 different divisions of a company.
Meenlock East and Meenlock West.
Oh shit, I did that wrong. Alright, I just gotta make sure I don't delete the ones that have the directions on them. So anyway, we're gonna begin. So, alright, cool, that is working. Arctos. Well, first of all...
what, you're saying I don't have initiative with my fucking 4?
No, unfortunately.
Oh, you had it upside down. It's not... It's W for Wumbo.
It's opposite.
Not M for Mega.
So anyway, it is going to be Arctos' turn, and you've got 1 Meenlock in front of you, and you can see several in the darkness beyond.
Darkness enveloping me.
You also hear the skittering of more of them approaching.
Is there a turn tracker somewhere?
There is, the second tab on the right.
Come on, get down. Where?
Okay.
The second tab on the right, the little fist.
Oh, man.
Okay. Have you ever considered?
Not only that, but it counts what round we're on.
Let me go to my spell book here. Now, if I remember clicking. Nope, that's not. Alright.
He said clicky. He exists. He's here.
Clicky.
Say his name 3 times and he appears.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Alright, show me the spell again. Alright, so I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray on this guy.
Okay. Remember, you can click the icon of the spell to cast it. Click the name to read what it does.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it. Yeah, I would like to cast it at 2nd level.
Alrighty. You can cast him multiple times to yeah. Just don't consume the spell slot each time. Oh yeah, no, that definitely hits him, and you hear it screech a little bit.
Alright.
Thank you.
Now I gotta figure out how to do it without consuming a spell slot.
Whenever it pops up, you should have the option to uncheck consume a spell slot.
Oh, there we go. How many times do I roll this, by the way?
If you cast it at 2nd, you do 3 times.
3 times, okay. That's good to know. Pass spell.
Alright, another one hits.
Well...
and that actually does, as that one takes that damage, the second Spire of Fire just strikes it in the center chest, and you see it roll away, kind of cinch up like a insect would, where all of its limbs kind of curl upwards, and then it kind of fades into black dust.
Okay, and then the 3rd bolt is gonna get the one behind it back here.
Alrighty. While that does hit, it the stream of fire that you launch at it kind of fizzles out over the distance and doesn't do as much damage as it normally would.
Okay, well then we're gonna
Cry?
no. We're gonna quicken a spell here, I think.
Ooh.
I don't know where the points are for my Quicken.
It's
Where
like
am
you can track your own resources. Like you see your resources tab on core.
Core
So you just like
resources.
You would just have to
because
like
I
yeah
haven't
like
put the name.
yeah it's like Roll20. You make your own resources.
Fuck. Now I gotta look up how many points I have.
If you're a sorcerer, I believe it's equal to your level with a question mark.
Equal to my level or my sorcerer level?
Let's see. Sorcery points. Where's my source? You have 2 sorcery points. You gain more as you levels. Yada yada yada. So let's see. At level 5, you have 5 sorcery points. It is equal to your sorcerer level.
So it's 3 then, because I'm not at level 5 sorcerer. I'm a level 3 sorcerer.
Ah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Anyway, now I can use 2 of those points. It doesn't matter. I'm going to use 2 of those points and go down to 1 point. And I'm going to Quicken and Eldritch Blast at this guy.
Okay. As you launch this bolt of force, you remember whenever you were briefly in the Shadowfell, in the demonts of Count Strahd, that your Eldritch Blast kind of took in some properties of the plane and was capable of doing necrotic damage. As you launch this one, you feel the energy of the Feywild crossing behind you, this little disco light show I have off to the left, kind of coalesces around your arm as you gather this energy, and as you launch it forward, you feel like you have a choice to make it do radiant instead of force if you so choose.
Yeah, we'll do radiant damage.
Alrighty. And so yes, your bolt of radiant light strikes this Meenlock square in the chest, and it kind of winces at the bright light that just occurred and kind of starts to wither and fade. I'm gonna mark him as dead.
I imagine that Arcos looks at his hands and goes, well, that's new.
Alright, is
Never-
that your turn? Oh, yeah.
3, 5, 10, 15, 20. He's gonna go behind Ninny and be like, Ninny, there are many things coming at us. Could you...
Yeah, I saw.
Spicy
Thanks,
sees
friend.
you do this, and she's like, oh, come on, really?
Look, she's tougher than I am!
Anyway, so Spicy's going to go. And what are you gonna do, honey? Oh, that'd be cool. Am I just going to invalidate my own encounter? I think I might.
For the meme!
Spicy cast Spirit Guardians. So there's now this
Yu-Gi-Oh! Trap card underneath us.
yeah, really. There's this circle of radiant energy that is spiraling around Spicy as she's concentrating on maintaining it. And you see these spectral forms of what would a priest of Agma use? Some kind of booky bullshit. I would say there's like arcane words, like flying around in this this little circle of holy energy. So yeah. So we're gonna move on to the Meenlocks, and they're gonna start taking that fucking damage. I'm gonna have to queue that up real quick. 3d8. Alrighty. So this one is going to pop in. He succeeds. On a successful save, he deals half as much, so he's going to take 5 radiant. And then his speed is halved, but he can still make it just to Spicy. And he's going to do this. Oh, fuck. Spicy's going to do that. She's going to fail. Let me double check what that claw does again. Well, it was nice while it lasted. As the claw sinks in, Spicy finds herself paralyzed as her body begins to like kind of get a little like rigid and stiff as she kind of fails to be able to move again. I'm going to use the puppet status. I'm going to remove this little template. And that sucks.
Arctos is gonna be like, what was that even?
As she has like a bad case of lockjaw or something. Let's see here. Deselect her. These guys are gonna start moving if I can. Why can't I grab?
You're a punk bitch.
Ooh,
Got it. How very weird that I can't start grabbing these dudes. But yes, you hear the skittering down the hallway. I will continue moving.
But you
these
do
dudes.
have to go down to see the skittering. Sorry,
Yes.
guys.
It's okay. In the meantime, it's going to be Nitty's turn. I'm going to keep on moving them, but just not to back up combat too much.
Alright. So Ninny is gonna take her butt and go here. Hit. I think I have 2 hits currently with
You
I can second wind it if I want.
No, you just have 2 attacks whenever you take the attack action. You're a level 5 fighter. Now,
Yeah, but like I can hit twice and then I could
if you
second wind.
if you
and
action
hit 2 more
surge.
times. That's it. That's
Yeah,
what
there
I'm
you go.
talking about.
Yeah, second wind
It's
is
been a hot second
Heelys.
since I played anything. So I hit for 15 damage.
Yes, you do.
Assuming they don't have a 20.
No, and as a matter of fact, that is enough to obliterate that Meenlock.
And I'm gonna go around just for easiness sake. Oh god! I scared myself.
Wait, what happened?
I moved to the other side and then I could see down the passageway. You guys, it's not good. Anyway, I'm gonna hit the other one.
Alrighty. 9 damage. Not quite enough to kill it. I'm running like a kind of like not minion rules, but like if you take out half of their HP in one attack, I just kill them instantly. Because there's a good little few of them.
Yeah, guys, I'd suggest getting ready and snapping them off at the corridor. There's a lot of them, oh god.
Ninny has a vision.
No, Ninny can just see down the hallway from here.
Well, Ninny has
No.
Ninny has Eco Poov, which sheds light.
Ah.
Yeah, it's just the lighting situation here is kind of weird because of the Feywild crossing shining this little oonce over here. As a matter of fact, tell me, I'm gonna do this in a second at the beginning of Arctos' turn. It's to get, unless Ninny has anything else to do.
I'm just gonna stay here, I guess.
Okay.
I'm the wall. I'm the mouse.
I am the mouse. Trap.
So, Get is going to Misty Step here.
All right.
Oh shit! Okay, but
Yeah, now you see what I saw. It was not
he ain't
good.
no bitch. So he's gonna crowd himself in here with his movement
Woof.
and cast Sword Burst.
Alrighty.
Ching.
All right. Let's see what they do. Yeah. So. Oh wait. Why am I doing self rolls? So the first one fails.
I love how the
Second one
background
fails.
Watson has not stopped.
Oh no. And you don't stop. Alright, only one of them succeeds.
It goes.
So it's 11 force damage.
Yes, you deal a total of 33 force damage to these combined Meenlocks. And they kind of recoil, but then they like prepare their pincers to go back and try to get at you. But that's going to be on a different turn. Alright, anything else from me?
I can't do anything else.
Alright. The Meenlocks on the east are going to start waddling in, as it were. Now I can move them. Okay, 10.
Ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba.
I love you. Oh, man. This guy's going to stand on top of this dead guy who I'm going to move out of the way. Wait, no. Okay, there we go. I got to keep my initiative tracker. Alright, it is starting to get a little crowded in here.
That's what she said.
This one is going
Wow,
to
ew.
waddle up and try to hit Ninny. 23 to hit.
I believe so.
Make that Constitution save for me. You can click on the button if you like. With Ninny selected, it'll do it automatically.
Saving throw.
You are able to resist being paralyzed.
That's great.
Excuse me?
Oh,
Yeah, that
not
literally
a
just
status,
happened to
That's not a
Spicy.
status. That's not a status condition that I was expecting to hear.
Well, Spicy just got paralyzed, remember?
I don't pay attention to NPCs. Name one NPC
Okay.
other than Clicky I've ever been nice to.
Alright, it's going to collateral.
Right, she's just gonna look at the approaching butt fuckers and look at her nails and say, no, this isn't playing out how you thought it would, my dears. And we're just gonna go ahead and create a big old nope. They cannot enter this cylinder, and attacks against anything in the cylinder
God.
are a disadvantage.
Damn it!
Speaking of breaking,
Appreciate it, though.
Oh yeah, no, that was a great
Okay.
move.
Because I am wide freaking open.
Alrighty, so that includes, like, can they not attack into it either if they're using their little claws? I assume.
Oh, they can attack into it. They just have disadvantage.
I see.
But the thing is, they can't enter it.
I see.
So,
Well,
like, Nenny can still stay on the front lines there. As long as she doesn't leave the cylinder, attacks coming at her will have disadvantage. And us in the back, we're fucking fine.
excellent choice. Wow.
And, yep, switch to the wand. Bright, glowy, glittery golden light. And, the magic circle is saying, fuck y'all fey, motherfuckers. You stay over there. That's my turn.
You hear some complaints from Sela and Soleil in the back, in Sylvan, but besides that, yeah.
wait,
He's a,
Arctos is
he's
like,
a
wait,
racist.
What was Arctos saying?
yeah, Arctos is like, wait, I'm still out here, guys.
Alrighty, that'll do. Just a little bit of light for you. How about a little light, Scarecrow? Arctos.
Please,
Can I
there's,
move into the bubble?
that depends. Are you fey?
Yep,
Well-
Arctos is capable of moving into the circle. You feel actually, hang on. I did want to say something. We'll keep you there, but make me a dex save at the beginning of your turn because you were standing in the beginning portion of the Fey Crossing.
Oh no, wait.
You went too
Slips
far.
and falls into the fucking Feywild.
Did it do it?
It did not.
Saving throw?
Dex save, yes. Alrighty.
Hey,
Ooh.
You see your vision blur around you briefly. You see the image of like some sort of very tall, bright light with a bunch of smaller orange lights hanging around it. You see like the rushing of leaves in the wind. But as you manage to assure your footing, you find yourself back in the cave.
I'm like, no.
Alrighty, now you can go. Sorry.
Alright, I'll get in the circle with my friends.
yeah, I'm gonna recommend we expel this little butt muncher from our exclusionary
Tell me
cylinder.
what, I will do you one better. Here's an Eldritch Blast.
Alrighty, and you're doing radiant here.
Yeah, sure.
Alrighty. And that one is enough to, it strikes this one in the center and leaves it a smoking little pile that begins to fizzle out.
Sizzle fizzle, bitch.
Alright, that's my turn.
Alright. That brings us to Spicy, who can now...
You do have another beam, by the way.
Oh, I do?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
that's right.
That's
All right.
That's total level.
I forgot about that. Yeah, here, I'm gonna hit the other one.
With 11 damage, which is not enough to kill it outright, but it does kind of screech in the face of the radiant damage, and it looks like it's trying to shield its eyes. And you've triggered their light sensitivity. Now it's whenever they're in bright light, but I'm treating it as whenever they take radiant damage.
I mean, plus there was this the circle, so now it's got double disadvantage.
Right. I feel like some fucking. I know it's charmed, but
I think we've made enough light here with the Eldritch Blast and the circle and Eco Poof. Like,
exactly.
we gotta be bright by now, right?
Yeah. Well, the thing is that the cave actively suppresses light, so it makes it like a light level lower than it normally would be. But the combined total, yes. That being said, I need to make that con save on Spicy, who is going to shake herself out of her paralysis. However, that is at the end of her turn, so she's no longer paralyzed, but she does not get to go. The Meenlocks from the north are going to go next. And what a party it's going to be. I really regret doing this to you, buddy, but like, I kind of...
Hey, he ran out there.
I kind of have to. There's going to be 4 claws on Gets. 6 doesn't hit 7. Fucking okay. At least a 20 hits. Does it?
Until he parries.
Yeah, I was gonna say. And I need Gets to make that Constitution save. Unless we lost Isaac. Oh, he muted. He might have had to do something.
What a bitch.
I cast shield.
Oh,
yeah,
you
there
cast
you
shield.
go.
Actually, no, I don't. I don't. I'm just kidding. I could, but I'm not going.
Okay, take the 7 damage and make that con save for me.
Bitch.
On.
You can just click that up.
On.
You see where it says like save DC 11 Constitution in the claw attack? If you have your token selected and you click on that, it'll just roll it automatically for you.
Fuck.
Gets, you feel your body start to ridge up and sort of like your bones begin to lock, and you feel yourself losing control of being able to move yourself.
On the bright side, your dick is just rock hard.
Roll for Chubb? No.
Roll over and start rubbing the ground.
Ninny,
Please
God.
don't.
Ninny, you are capable of seeing what is happening to Gets from where you are right now.
Alright, then Ninny is going to take one step up.
Okay.
Hit this one.
Alright. That actually barely misses. You swing Yukapoov, and this thing kind of like steps out of the way and kind of chitters its little clackers at you.
Alright, and she hits again. Fuck!
Hey, baby, nice clackers.
Ew.
No, unfortunately, that does not make it.
Alright, that's, can I action surge then?
You absolutely can.
Alright, we're gonna try again!
That one, just as this thing is trying to taunt you with its clackers, you swing Yukapoov again, and you crush its little carapace into several pieces.
Alright.
Just remember, Nenny dear, stay in the circle.
But, like, there's like 3 of them. And, like, 1 of him.
And he's
And-
paralyzed.
Yeah, so she's gonna do as she's told. Damn it!
Fortunately, it's just not enough to hit this one.
Yeah,
Ninny's
okay.
scary, but man, whenever she fucking hits. Alright, Gets, at the end of your turn, you can redo that con save.
Okay. When is it my turn?
It's your turn now.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I can't do anything. So.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
Damn it.
No, your joints continue to stay locked.
Well, now I'm in danger.
Alright, let's see. At the end of the show's turns, yes. Okay, sweet. Alrighty. The Meenlocks are going to continue coalescing on the magic circle, but they find their efforts frustrated by the fact that, you know, there's this.
They cannot enter. No.
Nope.
Had they any teleportation effects, they could try a charisma save.
Anybody got any area of effect businesses?
What's
I
your...
do. I do.
Here's the thing.
I have the area of effect spell we need.
Here's the thing. They can do that, but there's a caveat that is currently not being met, and it's that I say you guys have bright light in this little circle here. Between that and Eco-Poof. So,
Because yeah, I have Fireball prepared, but
Well, then stand up and fucking use it.
Alright, it's gonna be 3 attacks on Ninny, 2 normal.
Yeah, they'll all have disadvantage, by the way. Oh, wait, is she...
Oh, they do all have disadvantage. That's right, I forgot about the magic circle. So, yeah, none of those hit, and then one at, like, super disadvantage, none of those hit. So, Ninny, you see these things try to claw their way through the circle, but they're unable to pierce the barrier around it.
She pulls her nose up like a pig nose and sticks her tongue out.
Collateral.
Right. I mean, I've basically already done my job with that one spell. But
Maybe
I
you could
suppose...
help out with a couple of these boys.
I
Maybe.
suppose. Let's just give a biff boof bop. Good old Eldritch Blast, starting with that one. I clicked it.
There you go.
Okay.
A fresh
Oh.
2 damage does register on it, but it doesn't seem to do enough to kill it.
She will narrow her eyes in frustration. Just give her wand just another flick, like I said, away with you.
And this one goes a little bit wide as like the glittery beam of energy travels forth. It gets like muddied by the magic circle and dissipates before it can deal damage to its target.
Oh well.
Arctos. You hear Ninny protesting about Getz's fate, and you see a lot of chittery boys.
Oh, that's a lot of chittery boys. You know, it really sucks that I did not take a single AoE spell. Wow, I took like no AoE spells. Alright, we're just gonna go back to the tried and true. You know it, you love it. The one right here is gonna catch this Eldritch Hand.
Alright, and this Eldritch Blast, again, assuming you're doing a radiant one,
Yeah.
catches it in the chest and makes this thing explode into like a just shower of light.
Yeah, we'll go down the line and hit the next one in front of Ninny with the other.
What
That
color
one
is the light
does
that it
not hit.
explodes into?
It's like bright white, kind of with a slight yellow tint.
So, with the yellow tint, one might say goldish. So one might say it's a golden shower.
Shut the fuck up, Brandon. Oh god.
Alright, I'm already home, but like I'm gonna go home.
Alrighty. Fuck you, man. Alright, yeah, unfortunately, your unfamiliarity with the energies that are currently coursing through you, through this Feywild crossing, makes it go a little wide and does not connect with its target. Anything else from me?
Nope, that's it.
Alrighty. Going down to Spicy, who... she looks at the circle that's around her and she's like, huh. Alright. Not have many spells, does she? Let's see here. Divine Imminence. Yeah, because I took a NPC spell sheet and used it for her. She's going to try and cull the herd a little bit with a guiding bolt, which just fucking phenomenally does not hit anything whatsoever. It shoots forth and then bounces off one of the walls of the cave and does like the little ricochet thing where it's like pew 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 like a dozen times, then it just fizzles out into nothing without hitting anything. She's like, I hate this place. Let me double check paralyzed. I'm very sorry, buddy. It's just kind of
it's advantage and auto crits if they hit.
Oh fuck.
Ooh, cool.
Yep.
Rest in peace.
I'm rolling up bets as we speak.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Bets is an ogre barbarian. He also goes by Shrek.
He doesn't really like whenever people are in his place of residence. He wants people to get out of his bog immediately. Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. I hate doing this to you, but it's like it's kind of the way that the thing. Yeah. So it's.
I'm pretty sure he knew what he was walking into.
22 does hit.
Oh, really? Yeah.
22 hits as well. Yeah. 15 does not.
Ah. So it's only 2 crits.
12, 6. So 18. I'm still alive.
That means something, probably.
I forgot to get rid of. I forgot to use our temp HP too, so I'm better than I thought.
Yeah, there you go. So little silver linings in all this.
I'm only at like 3rd health.
Speaking of silver linings, Ninny. You
So-
hear them tearing Gets apart up there.
Ninny is like looking like she really, really, really wants to leave the circle, and she just hits the one in front of her as she's like peeking around the corner, like.
All right, yes, you dunk this one real good on its skull, and its skull explodes. There.
Please, can I go? And then Minnie, think of Aaron's cat.
Do what you will, my dear, but you're safest within the circle.
Yeah, and then she leaves and she donks this one.
All right, roll to hit. Yes, and this one, as it is trying to tear at Gets, Ninny swings her little pickaxe and like bisects this thing, and both of them fade into dust. The cool thing about the half HP rule is that's roughly Ninny's like average damage.
Don't mind me.
Oh.
Forgot to private roll.
Well, I was mostly just gonna be looking at the template, but I mean, I basically might as well.
So
I was gonna step forward to.
If you look at the little protractor that you have on your left, you can actually experiment with that little circle template. But also, holy shit, yeah, that would be a great place to put it, wouldn't it?
Well, I was gonna move forward so that I could verify. Oh yeah, we'll just do that. Yep.
All right.
She's gonna step forward, take a look to the side, see Gets getting like chewed up, and she's just gonna like, well, suppose there's little recourse then, and she's just gonna.
But I have to roll. I might not be paralyzed.
It's true. Gets can make a con save at the end of his turn.
Well, by all means.
And Gets, the pain of all the slashings and the pinchings is enough to wake you from your stupor, and you can feel yourself able to move your limbs and your joints again.
Okay, now you can start blasting.
Well, let me see here. It's only one that is my initiative holder is dead, but it is not done yet, and they are going to continue moving in as much as they can. So it's only going to be 1 attack on Ninny and 1 attack on Collateral. So Ninny's is not going to be a disadvantage, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't hit with a 6. And a 19 on Collateral.
It is gonna hit.
8 slashing and make that con save for me.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, that fireball doesn't go off.
No, and you feel your body start to lock
Oh
up.
wait, it wasn't my turn yet, so I didn't fucking move forwards.
Good point. All right, yeah, move yourself back. All right, that attack did not happen. Good catch. All right, the encounter remains fucked. And I'm assuming you're going to be doing your little fireball crimes now.
Oh yes, walk up now that it's my turn and.
Alrighty. I wish I could like hyperlink a deck save from these guys on my little hotbar, but unfortunately that is not a thing I can do. Can you? Oh, never mind. I can just go up to your little fireball. Alrighty. Let's just start going down the list. Your DC 17. Yep. I'm gonna fucking start obliterating all these poor little Meenlocks.
Fail.
Yep. Ninny, you see, Ninny, you see an eruption of flame inside of a mine, which I imagine being a professional miner yourself is kind of like a red flag.
Dead.
Not thrilled about it, but also like friend dying right here.
Sorry, I have to like. I should really.
Dead.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, this is awesome. If like none of them succeed, that's gonna be really funny. Come on, safe.
Dead.
Oh, sweet Jesus, this is awesome. Can I, like... I'm just gonna do this as a second roll for the next one.
Dead.
Yeah, and for the last one there...
Dead.
1 success. But it takes half of... So it's still gonna insta-kill it according to my own rules. So, yes. Collateral ignites this corridor with this giant blast of fire, just absolutely incinerating all of these Meenlocks. And before you know it, the hall is a lot quieter, except for one small little crackling noise.
Which is a fuse that's been lit now.
And you do see, Collateral, a small little trail of sparks that is slowly moving to the east. On the ground. I'm going
Yes,
to...
well, perhaps this passage should be sealed off.
Let's see. I'm gonna do... How should I, Let's do a this, and do a little pulse thing, and see if that looks like a... I'll fix it in a bit, but it's gonna be Arctos. Where there were many, there is now 2.
Alright, Arctos is gonna move up here so that he can see the other 2. You said that the little thing is moving to the east? Can I see it?
Yeah, you see this little, like, broil of, like, light yellow light that I have right here? It's, like,
Yeah.
right there. That's where the sparks are, actually, it would be a little farther, I think. No, it's fine right there.
Okay, let's look here. Let's look here. Can I do anything about that? Is the real question that I
Do you have
ask.
prestidigitation?
I do. Can that?
Well, you can snuff a candle, torch, or small campfire, which is... Yeah.
I guess would this count for that?
I'd let it. It's a small fire.
Yeah, I'll use my prestidigitation.
Alright, and as the shower of sparks, like, creeps ever closer to the loaded dynamite in the cavern, it's suddenly snuffed out by, Arctos' little cantrip.
I'm like, I'm gonna look at the Collateral and be like, could you please be more careful? Remember that we are in an active mine.
Let's see here. And is that your turn?
Yep, that's gonna be it for me.
Alrighty. And Spicy says, I don't know, I think she just sort of saved our lives. And she's gonna step out briefly to chuck another guiding bolt. Does not hit. Spicy's having an off day and she's gonna get back into the circle. She's here to heal you. Probably should have done that to Getz, but it's fine. And we're gonna have 2 more attacks. We're gonna have one on Getz and one on Ninny. We're gonna see if these guys can last for another round. Will be a hit on Getz and not on Ninny for 7 slashing and make that con save.
On me?
Yes.
Give me a second. Let me look at something real quick.
You good.
Just... Nope. Never mind. Alright. Okay, we're good.
And you avoid being paralyzed. Alrighty. Ninny.
Ninny do the hit. Duh.
Yes, and another Meenlock drops to the ground, another one becomes the dust.
And she finishes off the last one.
Yeah, what does Ninny do to this little Meenlock? Keep in mind they're roughly your height.
Oh, fuck. She does one of those like jump hits where she's like coming down from above and just yaw right through it, and it's in half.
All right. And with that, suddenly it's a lot quieter in here. The mine is still forebodingly dark, except for that little cavalcade of rainbow lights in the southwestern corner. All that is really heard is your own labored breathing and the soft shimmering of the magic circle from Collateral's repertoire of spells. What?
And speaking of labored breathing, Collateral's gonna take. She's gonna take 5 as she, the combat has ended. Things are winding down. She's just gonna kind of quietly sit down on a boulder and start hacking her lungs out.
Getz is gonna suggest, for lack of better terms, a short rest.
Yeah, yeah, you're able to short
You
rest.
don't
in
want
here.
to follow that weird light?
I don't feel good, Mr. Stark.
I have 2 potions.
I mean, I could take I mean, yeah, that would be the alternative. I just need something so something can't one-shot me.
Yeah, I have
Besides the oppressive atmosphere,
2 potions of healing, so take 1 and see me in the morning. I don't know.
besides the oppressive atmosphere in this cave, it doesn't seem like anything is an immediate threat. So yeah, you would be able to take a short rest if you would like.
All right, do we just want to do a potion of healing, or do we want to do short rest?
Well, Collateral is hacking and coughing, and when a rest is suggested, she will nod acquiescence. Yeah. Take that for what you will.
Why are you coughing?
She doesn't really appear to be able to answer presently. She's just gasping for breath.
That doesn't sound very good. If you don't mind, I can maybe try. Are you hurt or?
Oh, if anyone comes near her, she's gonna, like, not violently, but, like, shoo them off.
You're being very difficult, Miss Collateral. I promise that.
She'll gasp / croak, I'm fine.
You don't sound very.
All right. Oh yeah, I'm pro resting here for a minute to let her catch her breath.
I suppose that's the best course of action. All right, but if this becomes too debilitating, we'll try some sort of magical remedy. All right. I don't think the air in this place agrees with you very much. In combat.
Six.
There is a short rest button on your character sheet, or at least there should be.
Okay, that's 12 hit, 12 points of healing. I'll use another hit die. Fuck. Minimum, so 3. Fuck, 2 1s. God. Okay, I'm rolling all 5 of my hit die.
Sorry,
Where would
buddy.
the short rest button be?
12.
If you are on your character sheet, if you're on core, underneath your hit dice, there's a short rest and a long rest button. However, Nitty only took 3 damage, so I mean, you do what you want, but
Hit points? 10
Under-
max?
under hit dice.
Hit dice. Ah, that's what S rest is.
Rest.
Oh, I didn't see those. I just did mine manually, so and
That's
I
okay.
can't. I don't know how to get rid of my hit dice without rolling shit.
I'll be frank with you guys. There's not going to be any more combat after this, so it's not a big deal. We'll just figure it out later.
Okay.
I don't think
Cool.
you can directly edit them, and that's kind of bunk, but it is what it is.
Well, I'm out, so it's easy enough to remember. The answer is 0.
For sure. Alrighty. So yeah, you guys take a good little 30 minute to an hour, just like catching your breath, patching up some wounds that you took during the battle, especially poor Getz. You kind of shake the Meenlock poison out of your system, and before you know it, it's nice and quiet. But the light in the corner just does not cease. During this short rest, Soleil and Ciela are mostly just like fluttering around it, kind of wordlessly, but they don't address it. Not vocally anyway. They're just kind of flitting about where the actual entrance to the Feywild is.
Hey, you two, got any ideas about this?
It's a Feywild crossing. They pop up every now and then, but I can't quite tell you where this goes on account of they sort of change their mind quite often.
Is there a way to destroy it?
Not really. It's not a physical thing so much as you're supposed to have an Irish accent. Fuck, I'm fucking that up. It's not exactly something you can destroy. It's not a physical object. It's something you can either deny access to, or I don't know. Maybe there's a way to have it shut on the other side. No way to know until we get in.
Oh god, we're going in?
Or we can just collapse the cave or something. I don't know. It just depends on what level of adventure you're willing to take on.
Collateral's gonna point at the bundles of dynamite that are all set to blow, and she's gonna point closer to the crossing and say, "Nanny dear, given your knowledge in the field, would you happen to have any notion as to whether we could set those up to more directly block access, or perhaps even to send rubble through the portal and make sure both sides are sealed?"
Yeah, you explode it and run.
If I recall correctly, Ninny was a guard in the mines.
Oh, she worked there too.
Okay. So she
she worked there. She knows you light the fuse as long as you feel comfortable with, and then go.
Yeah, I'll give you that. So yes, Ninny could operate the dynamite if you need her to.
Yes, but the other question there was, does she think that we could, like, A, move the dynamite closer, and if that would really make it any more effective in blocking it off, and B, could we even, like, send rubble through the portal on the other side, so, like, we have it kind of blocked off at both ends?
I don't know nothing about that portal. But yeah, you can move the dynamite, just don't set it on fire. It doesn't explode just because you touch it.
I just want to make it known that if you block off access to it physically, it's not going to get rid of the crossing.
Well, unfortunately, it doesn't sound much like we've
It'd still have all the
options there.
effects if we put it here. Like, nobody would be able to come through, but then people could still be Meenlocked. The ground would still be weird. I say we go in. It couldn't possibly be worse than this place.
I mean, like the fairy said, it could go anywhere. And they change their mind often. And who knows, the Meenlocks have been here for a very long time. Maybe it leads to somewhere nice in the summer court.
Or maybe we can open it and tell the people on the other side to close it. I don't know.
I think it's worth a shot personally, Spicy says. That being said, I think I'd leave it to someone who's having a better day than I am. This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but then again, I suppose neither is Ninny's.
I'll go. Whatever.
Alright.
If it exploded and it isn't gonna close it, then it's not fixing the problem.
Alright. You see the area between the two ferries is like kind of roughly where the distinction starts really appearing, so if you cross between the two of them. And as Ninny walks forward into the cave, she disappears. What do the rest of you do?
I imagine Arctos goes like, he's like, wait, Ninny, come back, and then he's gonna step through as well.
And as Arctos steps through the little fake crossing, he disappears.
Ah, God. In for a copper, and in goes the other tiefling.
And she disappears. Gets. What do you do?
Yeah, let's go.
In for a
Alrighty.
copper, in for a root canal. Let's do it!
The first thing that assails your senses is overwhelming brightness. Oh yeah, I honestly kind of, I don't know why I was planning for only this, but let's go ahead and put all of you here. Overwhelming brightness as that's two
Arctos is
Arctoses.
here twice.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. Oh, so you can all see. That's good.
Yes.
This giant tree that extends upwards about, I want to say, like 300 feet. Extremely tall oak tree covered in moss and flowers and these glowing, glowing orange orbs. I'll play this. That's a good one. And even though you don't see any, like, sentient living being in the vicinity, you see the tree almost breathing as you look at it. Arctos, your arms currently feel like they're on fire, but not in, like, an unpleasant, painful way. Just, like, there's a lot of skittering and, like, it's like, it's sort of like your hair standing up on end as you touch, like, one of those little electric globes. It's palpable, the sort of energy that you're seeing here, as just the leaves sway and the glow of all these orbs ebbs and flows around you.
Nobody do anything rash here.
There doesn't appear to be any speaking creature here to talk to you. However, after a bit, I do think that Soleil and Ciela do follow behind. And Ciela looks at the tree and she says, "Well, we're definitely somewhere in the vicinity of the summer court, and yet I'm not feeling very strange at all, which is strange, being that I'm unseelie. Alarming strange." And Soleil says, "I don't feel any different than where we were back then. I'm still sleepy."
Well, that's probably not a good thing.
I don't know. It's almost as if, I don't know. Again, I'm all sleepy and I can't quite quantify it, but it feels like I'm missing something in here. And I don't quite know what.
Huh.
Oh, well, should we just start looking around, seeing if anything here talks? I mean, I don't know this place, but I heard it's weird.
You're not wrong about that.
As you say that this place is weird, you see the branches of the tree start to sway slightly. Not in like an angry way, but they just sway back and forth a little faster than they were. The leaves start to like kind of trifle. It almost sounds like laughter in its rhythm.
You like that?
Hello? And I think Arctos is gonna step forward towards the tree. Is there somebody there who'd be willing to talk to us, maybe?
Let me think here. I like doing these things where I just want to see what you guys do. As you say that, the tree sort of, as you approach the tree and get closer to it, you see some of the flowers that are lining its trunk, start to bloom wider, and like their petals start to intensify in their color. Their stamens get like a little longer and stuff like that.
Oh my!
Shut the fuck up, Brandon. But the tree seems more alive and attentive as you approach it.
Hey, is this your door?
And the branches kind of swing downward. I say swing, they gently glide downwards. One branch does towards you, Ninny. Almost as if it's offering like a hand.
Okay. High five.
Do you touch the branch or do you grab it or?
Yeah, we high five.
Yeah, you as you tap your hand to one of the branches, it kind of like shivers slightly, as if it's like doing a and it like glides away. It's kind of like whenever you give someone a high five, they do like the little fade away hand wiggle.
Oh, nice. Wiggity wiggities.
Yeah.
That wasn't quite an answer, but thank you.
You see the branches shrug slightly.
Okay.
Sir Tree, I guess? I don't know how to address you exactly. My name's Arctos, and these are my companions, and we've come through this portal here. It seems that it is causing a lot of problems for people on the other side, and we were wondering if there was maybe a way to turn it off?
The tree's branches kind of curl inwards for a moment as it ponders your request, and then one branch lowers itself down to you, with the smaller twigs at the end of it curled upwards as if to give you a receiving hand.
Okay. I'll reach out, and I guess, like, is it like big enough to stand on? Is it?
Oh, it's more than big enough to stand on. You'd be able to like comfortably grasp some of the twigs and hold on to it.
Firmly grasp it.
Yes, very easily.
All right. Then that's what I will do.
All right. Arctos, as you secure yourself, and the tree waits for you to make sure that you're nice and secure, the branches glide upwards and bring you several hundred feet up. And you get like a good look at the Feywild that you're in. It's this endless glade of just these beautiful trees, these babbling brooks, and flowers as far as the eye can see. And the day sky above you seems to have the same quality as the northern lights, but like in the daytime. It's a very kind of overwhelming experience. And as you crest near the top of the tree, you see there's this one golden orb in the like where kind of like where its brain would be, I suppose. This orb has a carving on it, for lack of a better term, and this carving bears the image of a unicorn. This carving is damaged in a way. It is marred with a crack across like the center of the unicorn's neck, splitting it in two.
Mm-hmm.
And the crack is obviously of not the same make as the rest of the carving. The orb is glowing, but it is not glowing with the same intensity as the other smaller orbs that you saw on the further bit of the tree.
Okay. So he'll be like, "Oh, have you been hurt, or is somebody around here injured?"
It begins to shake like there's like one single like shrub, like this one smaller shrub on top of the tree. It's so big that it's growing other trees. And whenever you say, "Are you hurt?" it starts to shake no, but then whenever you say, "Is someone else here injured?" it shakes yes.
I see. Well, perhaps we can help. Not very much for healing myself, but we did bring a cleric with us. Perhaps she can do something.
As you say this, the tree, the little shrub, shakes its head no, and then finally you hear something. Does Arctos speak Sylvan?
I believe. One second. Yep, Sylvan.
Okay. Finally, you hear a word in Sylvan, a sentence in Sylvan. It says, "Find the sundered queen. What is broken shall be made whole." Just, it says, "Do not, no need to help. Just need to know."
Oh.
It waits for a
Nope.
second, then it says, "Warning."
Okay. Arctos is like, I'll keep that in mind.
And as you say that, the branch lowers you back down to the ground level.
So apparently we have to go find a queen.
That's
Where?
that's nondescript. I hope.
Oh.
I wonder if they mean Queen Titania or someone else. I don't know.
I will be right back. I gotta throw my laundry in the dryer and stuff.
Alrighty, buddy.
Okay.
Honestly,
They said
there's
something of a sundered queen, I believe, and Arctos will take the time to recount everything else that he saw.
I'll be honest, I'm not the Feywild scholar, so that could mean anything. But maybe we can find answers back in Candlekeep.
Perhaps. I think we should return for now and see what we can do.
And you do see a shimmering gateway appear as you say this, like across from where the tree is.
Ooh.
Yeah, Arctos will look back at the tree and be like, "Do not worry, friend. We shall return. Hopefully with more answers than we found here."
Go see a queen.
And as you say this, Arctos, the tree the branches sway in a manner of breathing as if it's exuding a sigh of relief.
I think it's rather happy that we've come along.
We'll try to refresh our noggins about what that means, but we were in that tree for so long that I don't know if nothing rings a bell for me. And Soleil says, "No, me neither. Nothing but a bit of brain frog up here. Brain fog? Brain frog? Brain frog. That's the worst."
I like to think that they say brain frog and the other one rivets.
They are in the Feywild, yes. I'm not going to do a ribbit because I hate frogs, but yes. The tree seems to be content with your answer and what you have witnessed, and there's a way back to the material behind you.
Alright. I think we get out of here, friends.
Okay. Bye bye, tree.
Getz, is there anything else you would like to do here before you leave?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Alright. I just wanted to see what you guys would do. As you exit through the tunnel, the light kind of overtakes you for a little bit. And before you know it, you find yourselves back inside the platinum mine. Whenever you pop back in, you notice that the glowing rainbow lights are now gone. But you also notice that the black mold on the walls is beginning to recede, and the entire place looks less oppressively dark than it did before, as things begin to light up a little bit more.
Alright. Well, y'all wanna get out of here?
Yes, I think it's time for us to go.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So there's one last thing that you can take a look at, and it's all the dynamite is still attached to these columns. I don't know if you guys want to do anything with that, but I'll just let you know.
Ninny's gonna disable it so that it doesn't get set by some stupid person?
It's easy enough to do that. All right. After you do that, you guys are able to make your way back to. You guys are able to leave the lost city of Vermalen, and the trek back, roughly 3 days, brings you back to the small town of Mayrin, where, if you recall correctly, you met a flower seller who lived there in Vermalen as a child, and the innkeeper Lucas, who asked you to lay flowers on his wife's grave, which you did.
Yeah, I got that rubbing I need to give him.
So yeah,
I go up to him. I give him the piece of parchment that I rubbed a piece of charcoal over, so that he could have kind of a grave for him to visit.
He takes this rubbing and he kind of like looks at it in disbelief, and he kind of wipes his eyes as tears start to stain his old wrinkled eyes for the first time in quite some while. He kind of takes a deep breath and he says, you, young lady, your friends have friends here in Mayrin for the rest of however long I have to live. Is there anything I can get you? It is a humble inn that I run, but if there's anything I can do, I promise I will make it happen.
I don't think I need anything, but thank you.
Arctos will look over and be like, well, actually, you've been here your whole life, yes? Or most of it, at least?
In the general area, yes. I didn't do much traveling.
Have you possibly heard any stories of this unicorn that we've that we've heard tale about? And he'll kind of give like a brief but vague synopsis of what they're looking for, right?
Lucas takes all of your recounting, and he reacts like if you were to tell like your average janitor about quantum physics. He kind of looks at it and he's like, I'm sorry, I truly don't know anything about that sort of thing. A big tree out of nowhere in the middle of a mine, that doesn't happen.
Very
well, it
fair.
was kind of magic-y in there, so yeah. I
I
don't know much about that.
I wish I could be of more help, but I'm afraid we're quite simple folk here in Mayrin. We don't even have a town wizard.
It's totally fine. Just making sure there wasn't some local lore that we were missing.
No, I'm afraid not. But if I recall you correctly, you said you came from that fancy town up north, down south. Or, no, it was up north. Up north, right? Candlekeep, whatnot. Lots of books over there. I can't imagine I'd know anything more than that place.
Well, that is the next place we're heading, so at least we're on the same page, as it were.
Like I said, if you ever need anything and you just happen to be in the area, I know we're a little out of the way and we don't have much in the ways of comfort, but, well, we're here for you.
Us southern folk have a certain hospitality.
That's right. Here on the this area, on the border between what is considered the Sword Coast and it saw a lot of conflict in the past few decades, and we're lucky to say that this is one of the more peaceful corners of the mountains.
I'm sure I can believe that.
It's simple living, but sometimes that's all one needs. Leave the difficult things to you fighting folk.
Fair enough.
Alright. So yeah, you, I will give you guys inspiration, all of you, inspiration for doing that one little thing with the rubbing. That was an excellent idea.
I believe we already got inspiration for that, but thank you.
I stack inspiration. I let you get up to like 3. If you want, like, I'll even do this for you. do a little inspiration resource and give you 2.
That's fine. I always forget I have inspiration anyway.
Oh yeah, it's a great thing to keep track of.
Even if I keep track of it, I will forget.
All right. So, is there anything else you guys would like to do? Just checking before we head back to Candlekeep.
Nope.
Alrighty.
I'm good.
So it takes a few days travel to get back to Candlekeep, and as we get back, it's approaching. We're around the autumn season, which is the busiest time of year for Candlekeep. Summer's out, and people are back to being nerds studying their books. You make it through the Way of the Lion, and you see a few people standing outside of the Pillars of the Pillars of Doggy, the Pillars of Pedagogy, where you guys have the Magnificent Mansion, and one of them is actually you remember meeting him, this large half-orc man, Darum Vosk, and he's kind of scratching his head as he looks up at what appears to be a pillar, like a small pillar of smoke emanating from one of the windows of the Pillars of Pedagogy. Put you guys all out here. Turn Ninny's light off.
Darum, it's good to see you again. Can I ask what's going on here?
Welcome back, first of all, and it's the strangest thing. Well, one of the apprentices sort of, for lack of a better term, evaporated herself, trying some sort of experiment with some sort of extra-dimensional space and near the vicinity of the mansion. I'm afraid that, well, we're currently having mages in there working on repairing a rift into the astral plane. So, I'm afraid the mansion is not going to be available for a bit of time. We apologize for the inconvenience.
So let me get this straight. Somebody went into our residence and evaporated themselves.
It was quite all off the books, I assure you. If we knew that she was planning this, we would have told her no.
And Arctos will just pinch the corner, pinch his eye, like the top of his nose, and just be like, "Oh, you just can't find people willing to go by the books these days. I mean, I don't. Why does everybody need to go out of their way to cause so many problems?"
You hear a soft thump, thump, as this Harangon lady, the lady who manages the House of Rest, comes up to you, Miss Tolly Tallgrass, and she says, "Luckily for you, dears, hello, Darum, it's good to see you. Luckily for you, dears, I do have some room, temporarily while the mansion is being fixed. There's just a small little caveat about the space." She looks kind of nervous as she says that. She's afraid of disappointing you.
Go on.
Well, I've grown accustomed to luxury, so I hope it meets our current standard of living.
Well, I'm afraid that all of the bunks in the House of Rest are currently spoken for. It's the busiest time of year, and we did not expect this to happen with the Magnificent Mansion. So, what we have done is, for you and a few other travelers, we have laid out some accommodations in my cellar.
That doesn't sound like better than my mansion.
We'll do our absolute best to keep it well stocked and well attended to. I assure you, as soon as the sages are done repairing the damage to the astral plane, we'll get you right back in your lovely little place. But in the meantime, I'm afraid this is the best we can do.
Collateral's gonna grab whatever is the nearest, comfiest seat, and she'll just plop herself down and say, "Well, no need for that. You can send whatever bedding materials and other comforts to my wagon. I'll stay there."
Oh, please, no. I insist. We really have made it quite comfy and warm and...
Oh, she will. She will give the glariest of glares at the poor Harrigan and say, "You will
Getz finds
send.
the most. Oh. Go ahead.
You
Brandon.
will send the bedding to my wagon."
Getz finds the most inconvenient place in like the square possible, and starts casting Lemon's tiny hut.
Now, it can't possibly be that bad. Let's at least hear her out, and we can go from there.
Oh, yes.
Is that reasonable enough for you all?
Oh yeah, we've got nice little beds out. We even dragged beds down there. We had like extra beds that just didn't have room in the upstairs. And I made sure to keep some nice lanterns in there, and I even hung some little wreaths to make sure that the place smells nice and, grassy and earthy.
Excuse me, what?
Earthy.
Arctus is just gonna pinch the bridge of his nose again and be like,
I got room in my hut.
what?
I'm gonna have to protest and say that you cannot put up a hut in the Court of Air,
Well, then I can go to my mansion.
which is currently being repaired. Please, I understand these are inconveniences, but Miss Tallgrass is an expert in hospitality. I promise that this will not be an inconvenient stay for it. Well, inconvenient, but not at all that uncomfortable.
If only there was room on the other side of the big green door.
Which I'm sure
Uh-huh.
is currently being negotiated with the Great Readers. I'm aware of your little CIA operation. And yes, but not now.
Collateral is still very intensely looking at the poor hair lady as if she's waiting for her to acquiesce.
I guess we can send out something to the carriage. I suppose it's not the strangest thing we've done. But I can only I have to insist only one. The rest of you, I promise it'll be a lovely stay. We've got larders down there, packed with plenty of food. It'll be lovely.
In a last-ditch effort, Arctos is going to slide over to where Spicy is and be like, I don't suppose you don't have an extra room in your place, do you?
Whoa, bold move, my friend.
Spicy actually does turn like completely red as you say this. She's like, what are you insinuating? And also, no, you can't get past the Emerald Door yet. That's part of the deal.
He's like, excuse you, I asked for an extra room. What are you implying?
And she stammers and stutters at the fact that you pointed out like a leap in her logic, and she's like, have fun in the cellar! And then she storms away towards the Emerald Door.
Arctus is like, I swear, I don't understand what's wrong with that woman. Alright, Ninny, come along. Looks like we're staying in the cellar now.
Okay.
It can never be easy, can it?
Getz, are you going, or are you committing to your tiny hut idea?
He's gonna be even more stubborn. He's gonna go to the cellar, and then he's gonna cast Tiny Hut in the middle of it,
In the
making
middle
sure
of
that
the
only.
cellar.
Yep, and he is going to stick with the only him and his friendlies are allowed in it. So, anybody else, tough shit.
We'll figure out the logistics of that in a bit. As Tali said, it's actually kind of nice down there. She's cleared out a good little bit of the cellar to be a nice little living space. It's a little cramped. It's very communal. With a few other individuals that are like stuffed in there as well.
Whoa.
There's these little wreaths of like these garlands of these sweet smelling leaves, and she even took the time to make a few little paper banners to hang across some of the archways. And of course there are a few stocked beds, including one that is empty for pestilence last chance. And on the inside, like I said, there's several people who are hanging out in here. There appears to be an elven man who is working on a book in some lantern light. There is a human man who is also doing similar work. Let me see here. Those are the ones you see here. And lastly, you see an elderly-looking Kenku in the corner, who is currently dusting some of the barrels and furniture that is in here. And you hear him go, "Squat! See a mother scything wheat, forgotten husband sleeping near. With one swing she took his feet, with another took his ear. Does the shadow have a name? Shimshime. Causes grief, avoids the blame. Shimshime. See a dog that knows not to how to heal, never heeds plea nor command. Mother gave it a tasty meal, dog chose instead to eat her hand. Does the shadow have a name? Shimshime. Causes grief, avoids the blame. Shimshime. See a son doing his chore, washing clothes for folk in town. Fell into the river's roar, sank to the bottom and drowned. Does the shadow have a name? Shimshime. Causes brief, avoids the blame. Shimshime. And regardless of how your character feels about this little ditty that he's saying, the spoken word poetry, it is something that lingers in your mind, in the back of your head, like a song that you can't just get out. As you prepare for bed and get yourselves ready for the night, all of you, except for Collateral, simply cannot get Shimshime's bedtime rhyme out of your head. And that is where we will end tonight.
Suckers!
So, Brandon, I'm going to have you roll up a temporary character for the next mystery because you did not take the bait. So Collateral's going to be fine, the rest of you. So here's what we're going to do. As I told you guys in messages and stuff like that, the new schedule is kind of kicking my ass. I'm getting better, and, like, I think I don't know, but I just, right now I'd like to keep myself down to one DM game a week. And because I only have to DM every other week for that other group, and also because they are far more in dire need of someone to run stuff to keep things running weekly than we are, I'm going to continue running Dragon Heist for them until I run out of shit to do for them. So Candlekeep is going to go on a bit of a break, but in the meantime, I want to say, well, first of all, I want to say that it's not ending. It's not like, this is something I'm going to keep in my back burner for whenever we need something to run. I'll be like, aha, we have Candlekeep. And the next one we can run whenever something is needed to fill some time will be the mystery, Shimshime's Bedtime Rhyme. I was going to say, in the, that being said, in the interim for Candlekeep, I believe, I don't believe, I know, Isaac has Dragons of Icespire Peak, I believe is the name of it. Maybe not immediately ready to go, but I know that's what we have next on our list. Oh, hey, it's the fucking thing. Hey, perfect. So we have a link to it now. I wanted to ask, is there anything we need to consider before? I know we all kind of, like, jumped into making characters immediately, but do we have, like, any special considerations we need to or anything?
Nah, I'm not going to worry about it. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty much go get quest, go do quest, come back to town, say you got quest, get more quest, kind of. So I'm not worried about it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So then I'm looking forward to that group, and everyone get me your art. If you get any art, well, please get some art so I can make a title card. But I'll be playing a tiefling bard. Oh yeah, character sheets, that's true. I'll be playing a tiefling bard. I think Josh is a dragonborn paladin, you said?
Yep.
Emily is playing the new plasmoid race, plasmoid sorcerer. And Brandon, I know, is a
TBD monk.
Yeah. Oh, fucking new little visual upgrade for Roll20. That's cool.
TBD, like...
To be decided.
Oh, TBD. I thought he said CBD,
mode.
like the oil.
You're not the only plasmoid in this bitch. You're like a living weed gummy. Oh man, this dark mode is fucking nuts. I love this. Where's this been all this time, Roll20? Goddamn. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, but so next time we play, which next week, if we have it ready, it'll be Dragons of Ice Spire Peak.
Yeah, no, it's pretty straightforward from a DM perspective, so it'll be fine for next week.
Sweet. Well, I appreciate you guys, working with me on wanting to, kind of dial it back with the new job. And I just, I love playing with you guys. I don't want to have to miss D&D for a week, Fucking... Part of the reason why I was so excited for this job, number one, so I wouldn't go broke and starve, but also just because I get to still play D&D with my boys, and I don't have to worry about whether or not I'll be scheduled on a Tuesday. That's, like, it's my favorite hobby, and playing with you guys is one of my, top priorities, like, just being real. So, just mushy way.
As it should be.
Yeah, I'm just, mushy way of saying that, this is... I really, really enjoy playing D&D with you guys. Yeah, so for now, that will be where we end Candlekeep, Candlekeep Mysteries, and we'll be starting on a Dragon Ice Spire, Dragon People Keep Ice.
The thing with the dragon and the questing.
Yeah. And I assure you that I have plenty of stuff left for Candlekeep. We touched on some of Arctos' stuff. I'll give you, he could probably have got some books on the way in. As a matter of fact, last thing we'll do is, can Arctos give me a Arcana check, as he does a little bit of Arcana or Investigation, either one.
Alright, 1 second.
You're good.
Well...
Fuck it. Because this is a good note to end on. It takes you a little while. You took a few books with you into the cellar, for some reading material. And it's to save yourself some trips back and forth. And one of the books you got was on Feywild royalty. And it talks about Queen Titania, and it talks about the Queen of Air and Darkness, the two rulers of the Seelie and the Unseelie Fae, and nothing immediately jumps out at you to fit the criteria of the Sundered Queen. But then as you look forward towards some of the other Archfey, you come across this one named LaRue. LaRue the Unicorn Queen. And as you look at lore regarding her, you see that there has been little holy clerics of LaRue have had a difficult time drawing upon her power for a few centuries now, as if she is waning in power, and she has not answered divine call. They don't believe that she is dead, because there's evidence of power still coming from her, but they believe that she is injured or imprisoned or perhaps sundered. And that is where we can end tonight. More little hooks for later.
You are a hooker.
Yeah, that will feed into one of the later mysteries in a way that I find very, very fun, because I thought that the lead into it was kind of bad. So this, I think, will be better. So anyway, yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm sorry that I imagine it's not that big of a deal that it ended a little early, but we're good for next time.
Thank you for the game, my dude, and obviously we all understand the reasons for Candlekeep getting a pin in it. That's fine. We do have another game to occupy us in the meantime, so good.
And it means that we can open up for cooler things in the future. So
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Bragg Basher said, finally be able to watch a campaign all the way from the start. Aw. I'm sorry.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, there you go. I'm
After
sorry.
a very long time of us being busy.
Yeah, sorry. Number one, sorry that we were gone for so long. We're not used to having a consistent audience. Number two, yeah, it's gonna be dope. I am so looking forward to how Emily plays her character. Like, I am.
Oh, I have to think about her personality even a little bit. I have not even begun working on her personality.
Ah, man, she's gonna be a fun one. But that'll be something to look forward to. Does anyone have anything they want to, like, talk about, in prep of anything or whatnot? I mean, if anyone wants to go, that's fine. I just figured.
I did my
so-
stat rolls and they're insane.
So something else too is I did go ahead and purchase the other two like modules that can take place in the same setting after Dragon of Icespire Peak.
Oh.
Not necessarily saying that we run them concurrently, but if this is a setting / character group that we do like, there is the
Right.
availability of furthering it.
I got you. I think that, and I know that Brandon wants to run Strahd as well.
Yeah, I don't know that I would want to do it like straight through.
Of
Like
course,
it's just
yeah.
kind of yeah.
And I'm still restraining myself from strangling him because we continue to put off the vaunted return of Arethyr and Mango, which I've been dying for since my last group died. But I like the idea of setting up more things to do in the future as like, because if we get on like the long campaign that we've talked about for a while, like settling in on like some really long-term things, I think it's a good idea to have things ready to, if Brandon ever needs time to take a break from prepping that, or if we ever just want like a little change of pace after we've done that for a while, that we have like, sequels to Icespire Peak, we have more Candlekeep. If Josh ever wants to run some fuck shit, because I know Josh knows some fuck shit. So
yeah,
like,
because Wizards failed us again. The new book looks rough.
what do you mean?
They dropped details on a new book. I think today.
Really?
Journeys through the Radiant Citadel. It's another anthology book that takes place in a setting in the ethereal plane.
I find that kind of cool, actually. I wonder if that's like some fucking.
I don't really want another anthology book. I want
That's
like
fair.
a legit module.
Yeah, no, I get that. 13 short standalone D&D adventures featuring challenges for characters 1 through 14. Yeah, so it's like another Candlekeep. The Radiant Citadel, a magical city with connections to lands rich with excitement and danger. Why not put it in Sigil, you assholes? Give me some more
Yeah.
fucking Planescape, you dicks.
You're done with Planescape, dude.
I want.
You're just so horny for the Lady of Pain.
Oh, I love Lady of Pain. You don't understand. It's my
But yeah, it just kind of seems meh. I mean, we'll see when the book comes out, but
Yeah,
I was
it could
kinda-
come out and then we're like, whoa, that's the best thing in the whole world. But
I was just kind of hoping for like a decent module because I really don't
Sure.
feel that there's been a good campaign since Icewind Dale.
Yeah, it has been a hot little minute, hasn't it? I mean, I like it. It looks like it'll be right up my vibe. I love extra planar shit, but I also agree with you. The last major campaign to come out, I believe, was Witchlight.
Witchlight, yeah, but I don't feel like there's really a desire in this group for it.
I'm gonna be playing it in my other group, but we'll see how it do. I'm realizing with Candlekeep, and it's something that I could power through, and it's fine. But I'm finding that I am much better at running campaigns after I have played them as a player, which is kind of a problem because I have to play things in order to run them in a way that I find the most fun. Given that this is one of my two groups. But I mean, it was like that with Dragon Heist. I love running Dragon Heist because I played it as a player and I know what it feels like on the other side, and I can really like tap into that, I guess. So that's been like a real challenge for Candlekeep, and part of the reason why I'm really okay with tabling it, because I need to like find a really strong hook for it for myself. You know what I mean? I have them. It's just it feels different. Long way of saying it.
yeah. Anyway, I want to go and do chill stuff.
All right. Thank you for playing, hon.
I'll be honest. I've been doing chill stuff the entire time. Simultaneously while playing, I may have had a certain ROM in the background.
No shit. I imagine. Sentient slime mold. I will put Biba into the well, that's no spoilers about character names, I guess. I will put
Too late,
Oh.
Biba.
Yeah.
Biba.
her name. That's Emily. Do you want to talk about her, or you want to?
I mean, like the all you need to know right now is her name is Biba, and she is a plasmoid.
She's a
That's
cute.
enough.
All right, honey. You can scoot. I'm not gonna keep you.
Yeah.
Bye, Em.
Bye.
I'm excited for this. I'm excited for just like a good old fashioned fucking dungeon crawl thing. Like I know it's like a beginner module. It's not gonna be like the most horrible thing ever, but you know. It's
Yeah.
it's
I
nice.
mean, it's something. Yeah, it's straightforward enough. I may be able to tweak it enough.
There will be
I'm-
dungeons and there will be dragons.
Hell yeah.
There is at least one dragon and at least one dungeon.
It's
Yeah, he's
there.
in your party.
So it's dungeon and dragon.
Yeah. Fuck you. Took me a second. What was it?
Dungeon bracket S and bracket and or dragon bracket S and bracket.
I'm really excited about this fucking party that we have too, because it's like really like
Balanced?
solidly balanced. Yeah. Because
Like we thought about it for once.
yeah, it's fun. I mean, you know, we've had
And yet
fucking-
there's still no healer.
No. Here's
there's a paladin.
here's how it goes. All right, guys, it's gonna be a really challenging module. You really should focus on party comp. Fuck it. All right, guys, this is gonna be baby easy. Just do whatever the fuck you want. Hey, guys, so when we're talking comp, should we do?
To be fair, the only reason I'm playing a paladin is because Tyler told me I'd get D&D bingo if I
That's correct.
do it. So you
Yes.
know, get it out of the way while I actually don't care about the character.
That's until Wizards makes an official class called the Matt Mercer Dick Sucking class.
Come on now.
Dude, I'll
Come
play it.
on. Fucking, I like.
I'll just say it.
I'll play Got 3000.
I'm just saying.
The turbo sloppy Guck 3000.
I'm just saying. Wizards gone all in on the Matt
My
Mercer.
Warforged character.
Your Warforged with a mouth that is always permanently circularly agape. No, I
Why?
know.
What's this switch do? Oh, it's a vacuum. Okay.
The leg starts vibrating.
His name's Dick Fuck the Dong Smash.
Fisto is ready to serve.
Oh man, you guys have never played New Vegas, so that's just new. That's just a new joke to you.
I thought he was making a Kit Fisto reference, honestly.
No. There's a robot you can repair in New Vegas, and his name is Fisto. And whenever you repair him, he says, "Please assume the position."
Well, I guess I need to test it out.
Yes, and you can test it out, and it does exactly what you think it does. You know, there's a fucking character in Masters of the Universe called Fisto, and he is quoted in, I believe, like the mid 2000s reboot as seeing like the big enemy in the distance, saying, "I'd sure like to fist him."
Yep.
In the
Yep.
cartoon. So what subclass are you thinking about doing, Josh and Brandon? Like what paladin, what monk are we doing?
I believe I told you Kensai for myself.
Kinsai, that's right.
Dude, I don't heckin' know.
We'll figure it out level 3 then. I already know I want to do a College of Whispers, and Emily is playing an Aberrant Mind sorcerer. So,
Josh, I'm just gonna tell you now. You should probably figure it out soon. The leveling in the first couple, like we'll probably clear it like 2 or 3, maybe even 4 quests next week.
Okay.
So we are starting at what?
level
It is
1.
at 1.
Excellent.
But it is a quick like we may it is basically how I'm gonna read through it is you're just gonna go until we either find a good stopping point for the night and we're all kind of like, all right, this is good, or we hit that time. But I'm just gonna let you, because the quests are very very straightforward. Like I said, I could almost go in blind and run this module.
Yeah, you go in, you kill a couple Draugr, and you get a Dragon Claw, and that's it.
So it is very possible that you're
Yeah,
going to
then
get
you go to town and you talk to a guy who's like, hey, could you go get this Dragon Claw for me? And you go, you mean this one that I yoinked from these zombies a while ago? And then it's like, wow, it's crazy that you've already done that. And you're like, yeah, I've been around the block once or twice.
Yeah. So mid-session leveling, especially in the first session or two,
Gotcha.
It might be a level or two.
Between the fucking Kinsai and the Paladin, and I'm playing College of Whispers, we're going to be a kind of a melee-heavy party, actually. I just won't be very survivable, but it's fine. And then fucking Biba is a aberrant mind, so she's not like a healing sorcerer or anything. And I will have healing word.
I have lay on hands.
You have lay on hands, so we have more healing than, none.
Now, I will tell you, my guy, big gruff boy, gonna walk up and smack you on the back and be like, there, partner. And,
my character...
you may take 5 points of damage, which let's heal 5 points.
My character is a smug dickhead, who used to be like a rich kid. So that's gonna be fun.
My character is already sick of your character's bullshit.
And Emily's goo. It's gonna be a fucking weird one. I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
All right.
In the meantime, Brandon, you better get started on Curse of Strahd.
I will give you I will give you the token I made for Strahd if you want to use that appearance for him. Our beautiful... I steal, what's his face, from World of Warcraft, because we're using him better than they are. Rathion, his human form, is fucking beautiful, and I love using it for Strahd, because I like Strahd being tanned for no reason.
Okay, to be fair, we could steal any character from World of Warcraft, and we'd be using them better than them.
That's right. Attaboy.
Even the Mr. T guy?
Yes.
Oh,
The Mr.
yeah,
T
especially the Mr. T Night Elf.
Night Elf Mohawk.
Oh, man.
Complete with Mohawk grenades.
It's so fucking weird to me that there are people who were in high school now who were not alive when the fucking Night Elf Mohawk commercials were being aired.
That lives in my brain rent free. That just exists.
That was on TV whenever I was actively playing World of Warcraft. So
I didn't even play World of
part of me
Warcraft,
is
but
like-
that and then the Pandera commercials. I'm just
Yeah, I
like, what
remember
the
the
fuck is
Pandera
this
as well.
game?
Part of me wishes I had been around for the World of Warcraft, phenomena when it was good.
sure.
And the other part of me is like, because I wasn't, I play Final Fantasy, and I like that game a lot.
So, as someone who was there for Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King, arguably WoW's peak, it mostly just makes me sad. It makes me very, very, gloomy. And just kind of what could have been. I loved that game, man. 7th to 8th grade, before I had to quit because of grades, that was some of the most fun playing games I've ever had. I didn't really have to play anything else because I was just so fully engrossed in my stupid little Blood Elf Hunter. And I came back for Legion, and maybe it's because I'm an adult now and I've tried other things and I've been more exposed, or maybe it just wasn't as good, but it wasn't as good. And just seeing it completely fizzle out due to mismanagement and them not knowing how to write shit after Metzen left in Cataclysm, it's just so fucking sad. It's like seeing the corpse. I don't know how to say this in a way that's not super fucking. I don't know. It's like seeing the corpse of your really chilled grandpa just fester, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm sorry. That's the only way I can think about how to say it.
God,
Fine,
it's
but-
needed a graphical update since they invented Final Fantasy 14.
Guys, I know Pop Pop's still rotting in the corner, but don't worry, we gave him some fucking sweet sunglasses.
Let's not say that 14 is the best looking MMO on the planet either. It's got some beautiful character models, but it's a little texturally outdated, Josh. Let's not kid ourselves.
Old school RuneScape. is the most beautiful of all.
Have
still
you
has-
seen modern day RS? That game is insane now.
Yeah,
it's
it's
fucking nuts.
scary.
And yet more people play RuneScape Classic than anything else.
Yeah.
It's
You know what track lives rent free in my brain is fucking
Sea Shanty 2?
yes. Nope. Do 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 do.
That's it.
Do 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 do.
What were your guys' RuneScape names? Because everybody's RuneScape name is like the most embarrassing version of their handle.
oh,
I don't know. No, don't make me.
I'm pretty sure at that age it was Pingu 24 already.
I was Jet Shield 350. Because when I was
My vocal cords will kill me if I pronounce this. I'm just gonna put it in chat quietly.
hell yes.
My friends and me, we all thought it'd be real cool if we all like got like matching names basically. So they all did like elemental something. Like one of them was like elemental lightning, elemental something. And we ran
Yu-Gi-Oh!
out of, like-
GX was on TV at the time.
And we ran out of things by the time I started playing. So I was like
Okay, everyone can see that in the Discord.
Soldier
Wait,
Boy.
wait.
Ooh.
oh god, that's
Ooh.
good.
Now I'm deleting that.
Oh.
You can't prove it. You can't prove it.
Wait.
I was elemental night darkness, but not with a K.
That's still better than mine.
Oh, that's
still better than mine.
awesome.
God, that is awesome, Brandon. How many people? Wait, was this pre Soldier Boy Tell Him, so people couldn't even go you?
I don't remember.
I remember I gave myself a name based on the same way I named myself in everything back in like whenever I was that young. I liked the name Jet because there was a character in a game I really liked named Jet, and I thought that was the coolest fucking name ever. And then Shield because I played Defender in soccer. And then 350 because for some reason 35 was my lucky number. I don't know why.
My friend got his first username from playing League with his friends. And so his username that he used for the longest time in almost everything was I Only Smite, and we would give him so much shit for it constantly.
So, here was the spelling of mine.
Oh no.
Oh, that's
Oh
oh
no.
god, that's horrible. Oh, that's incredible.
Okay, I don't feel quite as bad now.
Oh god. It's so funny because I had Pangu 24 for the longest time. And then I found out what Pangu was.
You just like penguins, man.
Yeah, I just like penguins. That was the whole thing.
Do you
And
like-
my birthday was on the 24th. And then I looked at, and then I found out what Pingu was, and I was like, it's so much better now.
Do you like that I gave Luffy a penguin in his mini, by the way?
Yeah, I was like, he's never had a penguin before, but
I just
I
feel
can see it.
I just feel like he needed one. I feel like he was really missing a little something for the symmetry of it all. Oh god. What is so every time I see your current name, Isaac, where does Palpable Black come from? Because I read it as Palpatine Black in my head. So I just think about Black Palpatine.
Okay,
That's
let me
Ovaltine.
get my. It's been forever because I gotta remember. Like I said, this is another one of the guy that I played with a lot. He had some. What was his? Because basically it was a playoff of his. His was tangible white. So
Huh.
I was palpable black.
Huh.
That's kind of cool, actually. I kind of like that. I mean, tangible white is just like me whenever I prove how white I am. I don't know. I had something loaded there and I just lost it.
I mean, mine is much,
But yeah, that
much less interesting than that. Honestly, Bailoff. It's fucking. I didn't really do much online until I joined the Elder Scrolls forums, where I would later meet Tyler, but it was just like, okay, what's an author from the universe that's name starts with a B? There's a Baloth Cull. Okay, I guess that's me now.
Is it weird that like
yeah.
I know it's Baloth Cull now, but for like most of the time that I knew you, I read it as Baloth Cool.
Yeah, I think lots of people still did and do.
So here's my evolution.
I prefer just Baloth now, and I usually associate it with Baloth from Magic.
Yeah, this is what I would thought of the first time I saw it, but
If a
Yeah,
Baloth-
that flavor text is
Yeah,
me.
I was about to say, if a Baloth isn't hungry, it's dead. Yeah, I was, oh boy, fucking, whenever I was, like, at the absolute height of my, I think this is probably my most embarrassing username, and I'm glad I'm still recording. My most embarrassing username, I was trying to get away from Jet Shield 350, which I use for everything.
Certainly not the worst.
There's my evolution.
Grandma Uncle Bob is really good. Bodacious Base, I wish you were still that. I love that.
Well, see, here's the thing. The reason that I stopped doing it is I kept getting filtered out of websites because there's ass in it.
That's awesome.
Caldago was because I was like, Pengu 24 is a little, whatever. I kind of want a new username, and I was watching Game of Thrones. I was like, I really like this show, and I really like dogs, and I was like, Caldago, that's a good pun.
So
now
that name came before D&D, like so.
That name came way before D&D.
Oh, so like whenever I gave you a wolf, it was like you were just like.
Oh, there was no way I was gonna name it anything other than Caldago.
Oh wow! I was like fucking patting myself on the back for giving you that name. I thought it was like a permanent reminder that our D&D group existed.
No, I cemented myself into our D&D group so that I could never leave.
Mm-hmm.
That was the secret.
So my most embarrassing name on the internet was briefly after I was Jet Shield 350. This was at the height of my Sonic obsession.
Oh no.
And so it was like I want to say 8th grade, maybe a little bit earlier. So I did by far the thing I did the most with Sonic was raising Chow in the Sonic Adventure 2 Chow Garden, because that's like the best pet sim ever made, and I had so much fun doing it. I was obsessed with raising my Chow, and I would write detailed information about like their personalities and their names and their family trees and shit like that. And like I wrote like whenever I was really young, I wrote like fanfic about my fucking Chow. I still have the physical copies that I printed when I was like 10 years old. They're in a binder somewhere in my house, and maybe one day I'll release them. But in the meantime, my main Chow was Hydro. He was named that because he was really good at swimming, and he had a last name, and I really liked Jet at the time, right? But for some reason, I liked appending AO to the like a lot of their surnames that they didn't have because they're just little glob dudes. So my fucking name for like possibly a year before I realized how bad it was Hydro Jetao. It doesn't even fucking roll off the tongue at all, but it was just purely because I was obsessed with Chow on fucking Sonic.
So funny because Hydrojet would have been totally fine.
Hydrojet would have been great. You know what? That's hilarious because I didn't catch that.
Literally would have been great.
I was Union Hack was by far my longest standing username because I was a weird little Anglophile in high school, early high school, because I was convinced that the British Empire produced the best music and the best culture of anything, bar none. I never watched Doctor Who though.
I watched too much Doctor Who.
I didn't watch any Doctor Who. I just really liked the Who and the Sex Pistols. And then it's been like 2 years. I think it was like at the start of the pandemic. I finally realized Union Hack kind of sucks. It's also like a real term in real life. It's meant to be. It's like the opposite of a shill for a corporation. It's someone who like infiltrates a corporation to try and start a union. I believe is what the term is for. Which is great. Socialist as hell, oorah. But then I became Discomancer because I was like, oh my god, I want to be Disco Wizard. I want to be Disco Wizard so bad, but Disco Wizard was like it was taken on everything that I tried to take it on, and then I was like, Discomancer, that's like a legit thing that you could like use, and then I decided to put a Y on it to put a little bit of stank on it, so I'm Discomancer with a Y. And that's
I just gave you your new one.
Speedy Boy, yeah. Dude.
No, it's Speedy Boy.
You see, I would never be able to say it because I can't roll my R's. But I can't do it. I legitimately can't. I've tried so hard. And
You will never speak Dutch.
I'm telling you.
Tyler's tongue go burr.
I'm telling you, like really. My trombone professor got like mad at me because he thought that like I couldn't like double tongue or like I couldn't trill tongue anything because I couldn't roll my R's, and he was actually kind of angry that I couldn't do it. It was a huge handicap for playing jazz. So all my solos weren't super technically impressive. I did lots of sliding.
How about Gotta Go Fast?
I really love the PH. I really, really enjoy that. At Bragg, I don't know how common of an infliction not being able to roll your R's is, but I believe it's not common at all. I believe most people can do it. I don't know why. I just can't. And maybe I can, and the technique has not been explained in a way that my brain can process. Everyone's told me like, oh, you gotta you just do it, you just do it. But I've been given detailed instructions on how to do it before, and I have not been able to make it happen. I can whistle like a motherfucker though. I learned how to whistle when I was 5 years old and never fucking stopped. Some people can't whistle, so I don't know. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna scoot.
Josh.
Oh no, what's up?
Josh, I do have a soul, Josh.
Yeah?
An episode of Attack on Titan actually finally got me.
Which one?
When it's kind of going back and forth on who's gonna get the founder between Zeke and Aaron.
Oh, yeah?
Spoilers for fucking AOT, I guess.
You know what? Fuck.
Put that spoiler tag on our stream.
Fuck 'em. Let him get spoiled. Watch, I'm gonna spoil it for Isaac right now. No, not this last episode, because I watch all the sub. Not this last episode, but the episode before that, which you're probably like 3 episodes from that.
They just started the big thing. Like,
yeah,
literally,
so
walls. Yeah.
Yeah, you're literally only like 3 or 4 episodes behind, but so it's gonna be like 2 or 3 episodes until you see that. It is very like emotional, and it's one of those things where I've read the manga all the way through, and watching it was just so much darker that it's like I think in a couple weeks you're gonna message me and be like, "Oh yeah, I can see how that would be real messed up," versus like reading it in like picture form.
I'm actually also very confused with myself. Like, I'm at the point again. I'm like, is Aaron right again? I don't know.
I mean, if Tyler wants to end the stream, we can talk about it for a second before we go.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I guess I might as well. So thank you, Bragg, again.
Literally spoil it.
Love having you.
Spoiler: Gandalf dies,
I want you to know before we leave that I actually.
and then he comes back.
No, I actually do have a Bragg Basher reference written into Candlekeep. I'm not gonna say when or where, and it's absolutely there. But like, just it jazzed me so much that we have a consistent listener that I was like, I gotta do something for him, her, whatever, him, her, they. I don't care. It's minor. It's not a huge thing, but like, it's totally like there. Like, blink and you'll miss it, but it's there.
When we start our Patreon, we'll have a tier list for the Bragg Bash.
Bragg
Basher
Basher
level.
tier. $2,000 a month. You can support our unhealthy lifestyles. But yeah, it's there. It's not a huge thing, but just I wanted you to know that. And whenever we get back to Candlekeep sometime in the future, that'll be something we can look at. So yeah, now I will end the stream.
Good night.